Welcome back to Two.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. Now it's... Well, no doubt, David, he is one of the best. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 slot. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Curry. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward. Pass to House. Doncic against Westbrook. From deep, Harden. Can't hit that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition and accolades.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Doncic. Last time out, he had 38 points. Pass to Tucker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers. Great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
And with Tucker, Clark, and his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
You know, that's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers, but I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Porzingis. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. And it's in there.
Guys, you look at Porzingis, and it seems like he's got a knack for chasing down the ball on the offensive glass. Really good instincts.
They get a hand on it, and here they come. Here's Finney Smith, defended by Covington. On its way from Curry for 2. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And you know what? Sometimes you just can't stop Seth Curry. This guy is a solid scorer and a crafty one-on-one player.
House dishes to Tucker. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Over to the left wing. Here's Doncic. Sinks the three-pointer.
Way downtown. Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
To the inside. Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Here's Curry. Porzingis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Harden scanning the floor. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got his 3rd basket of the night. Clark, if you were a coach on a team, what would you want to see from a guy by the end of his rookie season in the NBA?
You know, Kevin, I won't be specific because I think it's more general in my estimation. Owning his development, whatever that means, embracing how he's going to get better. If it's a particular area of the game, yes, but understanding the professionalism of work ethic and developing good habits and really owning that. That's what I would want to see.
Now here's Burke following the miss by Austin Rivers. And Marjanovic with the slam.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
And so it's Houston with it, following the score by Dallas. From deep, McLemore. Burke grabs the miss. Dallas leading by 6. Three-pointer right. The offensive rebound. And Doncic is right there.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
I like the activity there, keeping the ball alive and creating some second-chance buckets.
Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Rivers with Marjanovic on him. Kicks it to McLemore. Will it go? The putback. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Marjanovic down low, headed by Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both shots good from the stripe. 5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Harden launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. It's been all about Luka Doncic. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and
Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
And the Mavericks seem to have done the hard part, acquiring a potential franchise player in Luka Doncic.
And you know, guys, we've seen it, but in this league, one star isn't enough. That's why I think the trade for Porzingis was a good gamble. If he can stay healthy, they have an inside-outside star combo to build on.
Hardaway's checked in for Trey Burke. On the wing, Hardaway. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. It's tipped.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Here is Barea following the score by Houston. And that one's good. Right. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And some nice passing there by Houston. Up top, Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. House dishes to Tucker. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for DeLon Wright. Porzingis with the steal. Curry kicks to Barea. Left side, Porzingis. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 6.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And so Houston again turning it over. First time they met in Houston.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnover.
And that really was the difference. I mean, it requires a ton of energy to play that harassing style. It'll be interesting to see if they can do it again tonight.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Covington with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Curry, good.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
For better or worse, and it looks like the latter. I mean, those threes not really falling yet.
Correa with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Hardaway. Correa. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tucker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Trey Burke comes in for J.J. Barea. And then for Houston, Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
McLemore, the pass to Carroll. Inside. Got a piece of it. Doncic kicks to Burke. Here's Finney-Smith. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now an 8-point Dallas lead. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle skills for the Mavericks?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Porzingis on the foul. Porzingis has got the lead up to 10 now for the Mavericks.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
That's exactly right. No need to catch it when you've got the kind of soft hands that he does.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. This is it to Green. He kicks it to McLemore. Clock at 6. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Curry. Off target with the open look.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 13 points, 3 rebounds, and... Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Seth Curry is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. That free throw good from Porzingis. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Sign him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Doncic with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 15. Harden inside the three-point line. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Boy, it's amazing to me how easy Harden makes it look. I mean, when he's locked in, it feels like there's nobody that can guard him, and he's right most of the time.
And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. All alone, and the layup is good. Westbrook's got his 2nd basket.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
In the corner, Hardaway with it. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Hands it from downtown. Porzingis has got 16.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And, Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wright in for Curry.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
J.J. Barea checked in for the Mavericks.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
Barea finds Marjanovic. Doncic against Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Green, he's checked in for the Rockets. A baseline J. It's rebounded by Doncic.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Back to Covington. And the pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. From deep 3-point range, Houston gets it back. Covington finds Harden. Tucker with the ball. Poked loose. It's stolen by Barea. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in.
You know, I like that Doncic, guys, doesn't back down on defense and tries to make it hard for his opponent.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Rivers surveying the D. Shot to stop the run. That one wide left.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. At the elbow, Doncic. Over McLemore. Doncic, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoners slam right there, guys.
And that one's good. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
20 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Clemens to the left side wing. Here's McLemore. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback. 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Now here's Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Dallas just dominating this one. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. They've got Austin Rivers. Jamari Carroll is out there with Ben McLemore. And it's Clemens in at the 1 spot. House goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And he set that dunk up brilliantly with the kickback pass.
Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Here is House. Wide open. Up again.
And that's just flat-out hustle from Carroll, showing how much he wants the rebound.
Mavericks leading by 16. Here's Finney-Smith. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about that three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. It's terrific. Porzingis finds Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 18. Here's Covington, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Man, I like to see Covington get aggressive in the paint, sending a message to the defense with that dunk.
Hardaway dishes to Doncic. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Rockets trail by 16. The three from Harden. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Rockets. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Doncic gets it to go.
And, you know, you look at Doncic for a forward, this guy handles the ball extremely well. He's terrific at creating for himself off the dribble.
And he could not get that one to go. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Boy, if you don't put a body on Porzingis, he's fantastic at finding ways to score on the offensive glass.
From deep, Harden drains it from beyond the arc.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Here's House. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Hardaway for three, but they recover it. Doncic outside. Here's Curry with the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Pass to Doncic. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Out to the right wing. Covington with the steal.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Dallas.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Porzingis.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting positioned to pull in rebounds.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Pass to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. 6 to shoot. Curry passes to Hardaway. Puts it up. Doncic. The pass to Finney-Smith. And Curry has it in the corner. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Pass to Finney-Smith. From deep, the long distance three is buried.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA 2K TV is returning for Season 7.
Yes, we're coming your way on September 4th. All new episodes of NBA 2K.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final prepper. The players love him. Thank you, David. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Harden's shot is off. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Yusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game, the Bosnian Beast, making a name for himself.
Now here's Harden.
Look at that. Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Lillard, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, Damian Lillard and his commitment to not only the way that he wants to play and wants to improve, but his commitment to Portland and this city and this franchise has been nothing short of remarkable.
Brett, you think about Lillard's value not just to the Blazers, but to the entire community of Portland, Oregon. Outstanding.
Always great, Kevin, to see a superstar take it off the floor and want to make impacts in the community. Lillard has been amazing at the job that he's done here in Portland and has stayed committed to where this franchise wants to go and trying to bring a championship to the Northwest.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden has a wide open look. Nailed from 3-point land. Harden's got 5 points so far.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that 3-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Puts it up from 17. They get the rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Harden inside the 3-point line, and Houston again with the bucket.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
McCollum finds Collins. Lillard from outside. Rebounded by Covington.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
On the wing, Harden. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here is House. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Collins passes to Nurkic. 3-pointer, Lillard. The shot misses. The Rockets go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there. Brent, when it comes to moving around in tight quarters without a lot of space, who's the quickest player that you have seen in half-court set this year?
Still remarkable to watch where it is that Kyrie Irving can get to on the floor in any sort of possession. It's like he could take, 50 dribbles in a phone booth and find a way out of it, spinning around and finding gaps within the defense. But it's not his handle with just the one hand, right, Kevin? It's about he has an idea of after he does the moves around the traffic, when he gets into the basket, multiple ways of finishing, much like Rod Strickland, who was a tremendous finisher in his days years and years ago. Kyrie's got a lot of that in his game.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 3.
And there's the problem. Lillard just too quick and too shifty to stop cold on any dribble drive.
Down low, Tucker. Nurkic with the block. Anthony on the wing. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
I didn't think that was going to go in. 14 points for James Harden.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers score.
That's a pretty quick trigger from Lillard. That's what allows him to nail those jumpers. Sometimes he realizes the D's a bit closer.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Westbrook finds Tucker. Left side, Covington. Pass to Westbrook. Here is House. Houston moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Harden finished second in MVP voting in 2017, won the MVP in 2018. A multi-talented combo guard who just seems to get better every season.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Whiteside. James Harden getting it done for the Houston Rockets. Russell Westbrook, a surly disposition on the court, but he talked.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to...
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Rockets, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So on the floor for Houston, Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. Then there's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point guard position.
You go back to 2015, the Blazers lost 4 of their 5 starters in the offseason. So instead of rebuilding, they retooled around Damian Lillard, and what a piece to retool behind. Amazing how far they've come in the past couple seasons, where they've placed in the Western Conference.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And that one drops. Green's got his first points of the night.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Well, you know, Brent, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Blazers front office, continuing to fortify this roster with under-the-radar acquisitions.
Interesting adjusting around a couple of albatross contracts to now have a team that's capable at positions that a lot of teams are trying to fill. That's the wing position.
And so it's Houston with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. Here's Clemens. And he misses his first shot. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Little. And oh boy, a lot of contact. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here is House. Here's Harden. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Whiteside's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. Now the pass to Whiteside. With the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lasagna's got the lead up to 1 now for the Trailblazers.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Another miss by Houston.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pass to Whiteside. Shoots over Tucker. Whiteside, no good.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Here's Trent. James Harden picking up that last basket. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And here they go. Covington dishes to Harden. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Here's Trent. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Passes it to House. Westbrook with it. Hezonja defending. This one for 3. Harden, no good.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Lasagna's shot is off. Houston leading by 3. Count that one. Tucker's got his first basket.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Whiteside. Anthony comes in for Hezonja. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Little. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, AM doesn't stand for morning with Westbrook. It stands for attack mode.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And Portland making a change here. Collins is checked in. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
Lillard attacking. The 10-footer makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Nurkic following the score by Houston. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's 13 points for Damian Lillard.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
Green passes to Carroll. And here's Westbrook. Over McCollum. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 20 points and 1 assist. And
in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy.
Oh, that was something else.
Another reminder, Kevin, that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
Collins passes to Nurkic. There's the dish to Carmelo. Lillard outside. They get it again. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Portland.
Got to put a body on there. Just too big down low.
And here's Harden for three.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
It's McCollum on the wing. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes in. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Pass to McLemore. Back to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. The 2K leaderboard is on the screen now to reveal the dominant scores in the NBA over the last month. 4th, James Harden, and of course, Russell Westbrook.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. From deep, Harden drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 25 points.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Lillard, Collins, and Collins is right there. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Rivers. That shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. And the foul on Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Whiteside's checked in for Nurkic. And a change for the Rockets. Robert Covington's checked in for James Harden. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Powering through on the dribble drive, Lillard has the body control to take that hit and still score the basketball.
Carroll finds Rivers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Trent passes to Carmelo. Stolen by Tucker. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Covington. 14th in steals, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands. Always looking to force a mistake. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Use of Nurkic. He's checked in for Portland. Here's Simons. A 3-pointer off the mark. Rockets trail by 4. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance.
And the Rockets making a change here. Caboclo's checked in. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the line for him here. And the first one at the line is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. 6-point game. And Tucker kicks to Rivers. Another miss by Houston. Trailblazers have gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. House the pass to Clemens. Dishes to Rivers. And it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers leading by 6. To the inside. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Tucker. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he recovers it. Here's Caboclo. He's covered by Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. The Rockets with another miss.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Simons. Shoots. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
And so it's Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action. All fueled up and ready to go. Taking a look at the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with McLemore. And it's Tucker in at the 5, down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he's good on the second. Now Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
Westbrook passes to Covington. Back to Westbrook. The 3 from Harden. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 31.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And McLemore kicks to Harden. Launches it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Portland leading by 4. Lillard outside. There's the 3. Tips it, and Collins is right there.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
The 3 from Harden. Here's Covington. Pass to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot misses. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard the pass to Collins. Good. And now an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
Harden's shot is good.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Up top, Covington. Harden surveying the D. Westbrook passes to Harden. Rebounded by Anthony. Portland leading by 9. Wide open look for McCollum. No good with the triple. Harden outside. Outside Covington. And that one is good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Out left to the wing. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And the three off target. Here's McLemore. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Whiteside's checked in.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
There's McLemore, and McLemore slams it in.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Rockets trailed by 3. Covington dishes to Harden. Passes it to Clemens. Fires it up. And Houston again with the bucket.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
McCollum kicks to Whiteside. Anthony in the corner. But he stays with it. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. Hands the 3.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
A good look from Harden. Here's Covington. Gets the bucket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. Have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Lillard. Second chance effort. Right side, the pass to Lillard. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Anthony kicks to Lillard. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. The putback. Got it.
And this is why they have him as their star player, Whiteside, with the ability to step up in the clutch.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, you need the 3 here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
Well, he has to keep improving on this end of the floor when CJ is helping out on defense.
And so the big win by Portland.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team for 2K21.
San Francisco. Welcome to 2K Sports. Hey, Dave. Well, the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 down low.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
From deep, Harden. Green with the rebound. On offense, here are the Warriors. Chris with it. Westbrook picks him up. Back to Green. Kicks it to Curry. High post try. Basket counts. Well, Smitty, we're coming down the stretch here. Talk about the mental toughness needed to finish a season strong.
You know, I think you got to have that. Everybody talk about the game physically, guys making shots. And we all know there's some teams and players, they all do that well. But who's the tough team that can get through the tough times? That's when you see the teams that can get over the hump and you start to say, I like that team.
And here's Chris. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Clock at 6. Thompson against Westbrook. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
It's stolen by Green, and there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House. The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Curry passes to Chris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
This is where Curry's excellent. Ball in hand, making decisions.
It's stolen by Green. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And the shot goes in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days. The Golden State Warriors, so great offensively. People forget about their defense. Their length and IQ make them tough to deal with, especially in the playoffs.
In the last couple seasons, Golden State's defense in the regular season slipping off just a bit.
You know what I think what happens is with their elite offense, I think they started to rest a bit more on defense. Also, when you've been to the finals 5 straight years, some coasting can occur.
Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Over Harden. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 3. Westbrook kicks to House. Harden against Wiggins. Another miss by Houston.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Now, here's Thompson, guarded closely. Wiggins finds Curry, and he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 5 now.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's Chris. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Showing patience, taking time to read the defense. Draymond finds the open man.
Harden, no good.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Wiggins with the block. They recover it. Harden bounce pass. Takes the three. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's Thompson. Over Westbrook. Kept alive. Green. In the corner, it's Wiggins. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
As you've seen, they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
The three from Harden, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I can see he's pressing a little now, trying desperately to help them shrink this deficit.
To the middle, here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Outside Curry. He gets it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 5. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Warriors' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, Jamari Carroll is out there with Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's McLemore, and it's Clemens in at the point. Now here's Green. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now the Warriors moving it up. Curry leading the charge.
We know he's comfortable with shooting the 3-ball, but he's becoming very comfortable inside the paint, drawing fouls, scoring, or getting to the free throw line.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Did you see
what a play.
Unbelievable.
And, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so it's Houston with it. Rockets trail by 4. Tucker with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Out to the right wing. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. 4th, James Harden.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
And Covington sends it back. In the corner, Harden trying to break that ice-cold streak. Takes it out to Covington. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. Here's Poole, guarded by Harden. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw. Really, every team has its leaders, either official or unofficial. What's expected, in your opinion, out of a team captain?
Well, I think leadership. I mean, also have the same, I guess, voice of the coaching staff and organization, and also the voice of winning. I think if you have a leader that can do that, sometimes that leader's vocal, sometimes that leader leads by example, but you usually know who that is.
Here's House, and he's on the money with his first shot today. House has got his first basket of the night.
Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
And Tucker has it in the corner. From deep three-point range, unable to get that one. The Warriors go the other way.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
And the basket by Pascal.
Curry aware of his role. When you're at the point, you have to keep everyone involved.
From deep, Harden. And Curry pulls it down.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
All alone. And another basket for Golden State.
So good with the ball in his hands. Curry's just as effective off the catch.
The pass to Tucker. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Poole. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Tucker finds Covington. The Warriors pull it in.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Smailagic. The three-pointer no good. Rockets trail by 9. Over to the left wing. House dishes to Covington. Pass to Harden. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Poole. Pops in the layup for 2. Poole's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Westbrook passes to Harden. Jacks up a 3. Tucker tips it back in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Outside Curry. And Covington sends it back. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. House the pass to Covington. Houston moving it around. Harden inside the three-point line. Another miss by Harden.
The thing is, you want to do everything you can to help your team, and sometimes you just try to do too much.
Here's Curry, and he banks in the layup. Curry's got 12.
It's been this way all night. When Steph gets going, amazing things happen.
And there it is for him.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Curry has been sensational.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in its center. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Thompson misses.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Warriors leading by 5. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measure.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking. What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And you look at the development of how Clay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
You know what, Greg? You're right. Thinking back to Thompson, he had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Clay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
Well, at this point, it's undeniable that Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. You talking about guys like Ray Allen, he has passed up. That is big time.
And McLemore, he's checked in for the Rockets. And there are no metrics to deny. What Curry is doing is incredible.
And at this point, we take his jaw-dropping feats for granted. He passes the numbers test, and he certainly passes the eye test. Curry, the best at what he does.
Harden surveying the D. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Passes to McLemore. Shot from the wing. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Thompson finds Chris. From the arc. And that's good. Steph Curry for 3. Curry's got 16.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Westbrook missing. Warriors leading by 8. Stops, pops, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
3 out of 4 coming out of the half, showing good execution on the offensive end.
And McLemore kicks it to Tucker. Harden with it, now defended by Wiggins. Harden's shot is off.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Curry against Covington. Curry passes to Chris. Stolen by Westbrook. Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 10 points for James Harden.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Steve, we've heard Commissioner Adam Silver broach the idea of a mid-season tournament. How that would be structured, I don't know. But do you think that could possibly work?
I think it's a possibility, Kevin. One, I think you definitely have to have the season shortened to 75 games, 68 games. I think you have to do it on the back end of the All-Star break because we know so much as far as the calendar. When can you fit this in? Maybe 3 or 4 days after the All-Star game during that week. Expand that time off of maybe 3 or 4 days. It's possible.
And the Warriors making a change here. Looney's checked in. And Pascal pulls it down.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. McLemore with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot from 12. Offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so here is Golden State. 1:12 left in the third. Wiggins drives in. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. They get it back. And the basket is good.
Plays like that are where you see the tenaciousness of DeMar Carroll. He can get after those 50-50 balls.
To the paint, Smile again. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Outside Curry. And the pass to Looney. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 4 assists now tonight.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Curry with the 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Clemens, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. The Warriors making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 8 seconds left to play in the third. It's Curry outside. The shot, no good. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Rockets. Jamari Carroll is out there with McLemore. And it's Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Clemens in at the 1 spot.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Looney kicks to Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Sending shockwaves now. That's his 3rd triple of this half. 4th of the game.
He gets it in there. Here's Curry. It's tipped. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Warriors lead by 15.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Carroll. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Golden State moving the ball around. Haskell's shot is off. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Rockets. Here's McLemore with the tip. It's good on the putback.
So they continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backcourt.
Wiggins passes to Curry. This one for 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Here's Clemens. Up and in on the layup.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim, 4 from 3.
And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Curry. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
He can't get that one. Great D that time from Green. Wiggins with it. Picked up by Rivers. Pass to Pascal. Now Curry. Carroll covering. Curry on the wing. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
What a find by Steph. Coming off the pick and roll, he does a great job of staying under control.
And Green slams it in.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Carroll covering. Haskell. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Warriors lead by 15.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip-in.
Carroll dishes to McLemore. Here's Clemens, and the rejection by Curry.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
You have to appreciate the unselfishness. He kept the ball moving, kept everyone involved, really enjoyable to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Green. Caboclo comes in for Damari Carroll. And Mbamute comes in for McLemore.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Curry's shot is off.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Rivers, and finished off by Rivers.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Lots of room. And again, the Rockets good for two. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync. Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here, even early on. And David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony's
Welcome to the special edition of 2K TV.
The wait is almost over. We are just days away from 2K Day and the launch of NBA 2K21.
And if you can't wait, you can get early access to the NBA 2K21 demo right now. Here's how you get started.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here.
Up next, the Rock.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Whatever works, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Porzingis. Seth Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the four-man position. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the three. Here is House. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. That's his first personal foul. Curry against Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, and when Harden is going strong to the rim, he's looking for the throwdown, ripping the rim down hard on that one.
And for James Harden, he loves to be put on an island and go one-on-one against a defender.
Well, yeah, last season, Harden had as many ISOs called for him as some teams ran. And that's all because of his coach. His coach calls the games that way. It's his bread and butter. And there isn't much you can do to stop him with one defender.
House dishes to Tucker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, sometimes it just looks unfair with the way Harden can create space. And then, Chris, he'd get that shot up.
Okay, this is sick. This step-back jumper is a thing of beauty. I'm not talking about his almost travel double step back, just his regular one. I mean, he has so many tools to create space with his footwork, and he makes the most out of what you give him.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Covington. Here's House. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the greatness. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And so it's Houston with it. The Mavericks making the shot. Just 5 on the clock. Harden way outside. That one no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Well, how often do we hear, Greg? I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. I mean, they got to be much more disciplined today.
The shot by Curry, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Covington's shot is off.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
Doncic, no good. Harden against Doncic. The kick out to Westbrook. The Rockets again can't hit.
Now, look, even if he had other places to go with the ball, that's a good shot. You can't blame him for letting that one fly.
Count it.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here is Harden. The Mavericks making the shot. Fires for three. The Rockets again can't hit. Here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 11-2 run. Westbrook with the block. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. It's House outside, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
And the jam by Harden.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. Here's Covington. Yep, it counts.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Here's Doncic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. The kick out to Westbrook. Hardaway with it. Westbrook picks him up, and they're moving it up. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
The Rockets trail. Left side, Covington. Hardaway with the steal. It's Curry outside. He goes up again, and it's Porzingis laying it in. Porzingis has got 6.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Great open look there.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
And a deep three from Harden. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks ahead, up by 7. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, GA. Keeping things in disarray for that offense.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Burke, also J.J. Barea out there. DeJuan Wright is out there with Marjanovic. And it's Kleba in at the force line.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And it's Wright missing. Rockets trail by 7.
Well, Mike D'Antoni is a legendary coach in this game. He's found success at almost every stop he's coached had, only missing the title to cement his legacy.
And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. And then Rivers with the dunk.
And running the break is about being opportunistic. Right there, Rivers doing just this and being rewarded for it.
Buries it from three-point range. And with Mike D'Antoni, Chris, you can see his influence as a coach throughout the NBA.
Yeah, a lot of modern offenses borrow from things D'Antoni created. The up-tempo early offense is a product of his 7 seconds or less era. I mean, his imprint is all over the NBA.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing here by 8. Clemens, Burke covering. Misses from short range.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And it's Wright missing. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. It's up a 3. And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Barea. Burke's got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs. Marjanovic passes to Barea. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
McLemore dishes to Carroll. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clemens. Got a piece of it, but he gets it back. Over right to halt the run. Passes it to Clemens. Now here's McLemore. Burke covering. McLemore, no good.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
Correa, no good. Rockets trail by 13.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case at all.
No, GA, I mean, they force a good amount of turnovers, and they trap pretty well. I mean, the defense has been solid for them the past few years, if you ask me. Nothing mind-blowing, but this team is certainly not one-sided.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dallas leading by 11. Inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Correa's got 7 points in the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
It seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it is not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Right from outside. Rebounded by Tucker.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful. Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And that one's good. Right.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rockets trail by 15. The pass to Tucker. Pass to Clemens. He dishes it to Green. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tucker. And it's blocked. Here's Hardaway. Count that bucket. Hardaway has got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, some perspective. And
as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Doncic. 17-point lead, their biggest. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Well, I love P.J. Tucker. He's a player that doesn't do a whole lot in the box score, but he passes the eye test. He plays defense, he's tough, he rebounds, and you know he'll hit that corner 3.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Here's Curry with the 3. Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 8.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Covington. Porzingis with the block. It's deflected. Westbrook with the steal. Tucker finds Harden. Back to Tucker. Harden outside. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game. And Tucker, Chris, the type of player who will do all the small things for a team.
Yeah, he doesn't need to be anything more than he is with the stars on his team, and he knows that. Tucker's a great glue guy. He sets screens, guards anyone, rebounds, hits his shots.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Rockets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
You know, this is the type of guy I like, from undrafted to a quality role player. I mean, he has heart. He's gotten better every year. Covington adds a lot to this team. He can let that thing fly, too. He's a fearless shooter.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Rockets. Harden draws the double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And so here is Houston. Covington passes to Carroll. Dishes it to House. Lays it up off the glass.
And how about the unselfishness of Carroll? You know, he's not hunting shots, just making winning plays.
Doncic outside. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his struggles tonight.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be James Harden shooting. It's on Luka Doncic. J.J. Barea is checked in for Hardaway. We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7, and then he expects to go 27 pieces. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh, my God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had 11 points. Well, when that happens, you can bet your last dollar that the next game, he's going to make every shot. And so what it is, again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what? That wasn't this night. Let's get it right now.
House kicks to Westbrook. And a deep 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Curry. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Pass to Harden. The tray. It doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Covington passes to House. From deep, Harden. Who scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He shot the ball 11 times.
It's looking like he got his long-range touch back after the break. I mean, that's his second 3 of the half after none in the first. He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Carroll finds Harden. Over Doncic. Harden can't hit.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Barea. Back to Doncic. And the shot is long.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Covington passes to Harden. The dish to House. The pass to Covington. And that one is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Finney-Smith passes to Curry. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
And Finney-Smith gets it to go. Finney-Smith's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. To the paint, here's Westbrook. They can't stop the run with that one.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And so it's Dallas taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Trey Burke is out there with Wright, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Here's Kleba. No good on the 3.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling. He has the D scattered on the break, and with his touch, that's a great shot.
Pass to Porzingis. 3-pointer right. No good there. Westbrook with the nice D there.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Now here's McLemore outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Got that one up quick. And it's 7 points for Tim Hardaway.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, a D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
Right side. Back to Hardaway. From deep. And no good that time. And it's Houston the other way. To the middle. Here's Covington. Kicks to Tucker. Westbrook up top. Guarded by Wright. From 17 feet out. Rebounded by Hardaway.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And there's Burke. That's good on the assist by Wright. Wright's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clemens. Burke covering. Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. While the NBA is entertaining, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. Don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the tough...
Oh, look at him fly!
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. And he makes good on the layup. Hardaway has got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
Tucker with the ball. He's against Porzingis. Pass to Westbrook. The 3. Harden can't hit. Dallas leading by 15. Curry finds Doncic over Westbrook. Offensive rebound.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Mavericks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem
to miss.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Porzingis.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's Curry with the three. Gets a hand on it. Porzingis on the follow.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stop.
Good luck in stopping Harden tonight. Another classic performance from the ultimate scoring machine.
Oh, what a shot!
Did you see where he shot that from? Did you see where he shot that from?
Oh, C-Web. Wow.
Crazy.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's...
big game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo,
And as they influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You look at the Rockets. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Portland down 4 spots from them.
And seeing where the Rockets are, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. And it's Anthony in at the small forward. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3 spot. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Harden scanning the floor. Off target with his 3. Anthony with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
Boy, he was piling up those assists in that one. I mean, every pass seemed to be on time and on target.
And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Here's Covington following the score by Damian Lillard. Harden outside. Another miss by Harden.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Anthony finds Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The 15-footer, good.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
It's McCollum with the drive. From deep. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's Portland now. The Rockets making the shot. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. Rockets trail by 9. Here's Tucker. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
A difficult cover on the break. Tucker can beat you both squaring up and at the rim.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Covington with the bucket.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Here's Nurkic. The Rockets making the shot. Here's McCollum. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Houston Rockets. 7-point differential. Westbrook drives in. Great D that time from Nurkic. For Portland, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. That one falls.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
And the Rockets with possession here. The Blazers getting the bucket. Harden draws the double. Covington passes to House. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And he lays it straight in.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Pulls it up. And there's Collins on the assist by Anthony. Collins has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The deep 3 from Harden. Go! And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. We witnessed him delivering a series of 3-pointers. Has he not?
Be a star in your role. You know, I think
knowing your role and playing it so well is so crucial.
Yeah, when everybody buys in and plays for one another, that's when teams play their best ball.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
Boy, the 3-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Hezonja at the 4 and Whiteside at the 5. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the 2. You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And we can talk all we want about their passing, but from three-point range, these point guards have been filling it up for the past month. The 4th spot held by Austin Rivers.
You know, if there are no other options available, any of these guys can just step back and knock down a triple. Great backup plan for any point guard to have.
Well, forget about using it as a backup plan. With the numbers this group puts up from deep, I think it should be plan A to have them stroking it from 3.
Makes it off the glass. Rivers has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
House, the pass to Westbrook, and the shot goes down. Westbrook's got 8.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Simons, the pass to Whiteside. Here's Simons. Back to Whiteside. In the corner, it's Little. 4 on the shot clock. Low block shot on the way.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Portland trailing here. 2 free throws coming, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this, and he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Both good from the line that time. The Rockets have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Rivers. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Here's Simons. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. And a switch here also for Portland. Lillard's checked in for 3, Westbrook, and it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies. Trent, he dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Back to Harden. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. 1:16 left in the first half. Here's Tucker. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Tucker's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Harden dishes to Westbrook. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Lillard against Westbrook. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Harden. Houston moving it around. Covington passes to Westbrook. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here is Lillard. He's coming off a 25-point game against Memphis.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 15.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3 spot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Here's Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got 3 assists tonight.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duty.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Jeff Green, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Here's Collins. Doesn't go that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. McCollum against Harden. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Harden the pass to Carey. And the wide open shot from Green. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Green's got his first bucket of the night. Lillard up top. 17 points in the game. Here's Nurkic. Lillard finds Anthony. Tries again. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for James Harden. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Trent can't hit. Rockets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Rivers can't get it to go. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lets it go from deep. They grabbed their own miss.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Trailing by 2. He's looking for Carroll and finds him. Now here's Rivers. Tight defense on him. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And here's Harden for 3. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. With the break in the action, let's now look at the league's top scorers. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. James Harden, #1, and, of course, Damian Lillard.
Anytime these two guys are on the floor at the same time, you're just waiting for one of them to go off, if not both of them. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got 6.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Tucker the pass to Covington, and stolen by Whiteside. Here's Little, guarded by Harden. Out to Anthony. From downtown, buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 7 now in this quarter.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot, and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Kevin, let's look at the Trailblazers to see how they're doing ranking-wise in the NBA.
And how about that sky-high ranking in terms of blocks, per game. Sometimes that can indicate a team's allowing too many drives to the rim, but it's sure nice to have bigs who can send it away as a last resort.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Little. Here's Whiteside, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Westbrook. Tips it up, and Whiteside stays right with it.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Trent gets the bucket.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Harden. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
And, you know, the thing about Harden, crafty in the paint, he really finds angles and avenues to get the shots he wants when you don't think there's any angle or avenue to find.
Whiteside, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Portland, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. That one is off.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Now the pass to Tucker. It's Covington on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Covington's got his 2nd basket of the night.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the floor for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Collins, and it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And he gets the bucket.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
The Rockets making a switch here. Cullen passes to Collins. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Tucker. Here's Covington. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists in the game.
And Covington really gets to the hoop in no time thanks to tremendous speed. I mean, he's not easy to keep up with. He's really fast. No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Harden kicks to House. Pass to Westbrook. Shoots over Lillard. Westbrook, no good.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Cullen passes to Whiteside. Russell Westbrook with the rebound to take the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Westbrook's got 20 points. And an important part of every team's game. We'll look at the hustle stats for Houston.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Harden against McCollum. Unloads. Harden, no good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They get the rebound. Chalk up 2 there. 11 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
The kick out to Westbrook. Shot clock at 2. Releases. Tucker can't get it to go.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Anthony dishes to McCollum. Right side, the pass to Lillard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half. McCollum against Harden. Right wing. Passes it to House. Now Harden. For the 3. The Rockets again can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
McCollum outside. Outside Anthony. Lillard outside. Right side trying to break free. And it's Lillard again missing. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Pass to Whiteside. Back to Lillard. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's McCollum. That's tipped.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Harden the pass to House. Trying to end the drought. Harden can't hit.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in, and Portland with a change here too. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Lillard outside. The 3. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Checking in for your Rockets, Robert Covington. And the Rockets with possession here. 6-point game. And here's Harden for 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He missed that one. But
all right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
Yeah, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers.
The Warriors coming into the arena earlier. They know a hustle. It's now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months. The scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Wiggins is out there with Green, and it's Chris in at the 5 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the 3. Greg, this season is the first time in the last 4 or 5 years that Golden State will not be the prohibitive favorites to win it all.
I mean, back-to-back devastating injuries in the finals. Kevin Durant departing in free agency with time and health. Will they retake the throne? So we'll just have to wait and see.
A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us, Brent. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14 still a good number.
But it turned out well.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Now, here's Tucker. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. 5 on the clock. Westbrook. Great D that time from Green.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. Thompson surveying the floor. Over Westbrook. Nice shot by Thompson.
Hard to predict when great shooters are using a screen. That time Klay Thompson did a great job of finding the open space.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. From past the arc. The Rockets again can't hit. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Wiggins passes to Chris. Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target.
A catch-and-shoot opportunity for Steph. It's just effortless.
And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot again. His teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
And Chris throws it down.
Always got to keep your eyes up, make sure you see open teammates, and Klay did it that time.
Rockets trail by 3. Harden outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And the line for your Rockets, James Harden.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Looney, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Clemens banked in off the glass.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Poole, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Carroll. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Another shot. Looney passes to Pascal. And a missed layup.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
To the wing right side. Looney kicks to Wiggins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Wiggins against Harden. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Here's Wiggins. It's tipped. They retain possession. Here's Pascal. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Rockets lead by 3.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
McLemore is out there with Damari Carroll. Then there's Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Clemens in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Especially in the playoffs, Brent, so much can change when a player gets in a foul trouble. See the league ever modifying that foul out rule?
I know that they do that in the summer league where you can stay on the court for 10 fouls as elimination, but it's a technical every time. I don't see the league doing that. I think it's good for the game so that star players or meaningful players, ones that play specifically on defense, they have to have responsibility for what it is that they're doing on the floor. And if they're overly aggressive, you should be penalized for playing that way.
Rivers passes to Carroll. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. The Rockets again can't hit. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Bowman passes to Looney. Down low. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Rockets.
And the Warriors with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Wiggins. Lays it up and banks it in.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Tucker. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Wiggins passes to Looney. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Looney's got his second bucket tonight.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Substitution for the Warriors.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And let's check out the stats for Chris. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 13th in field goal percentage. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, one of the more efficient scorers in pro basketball. He challenges defenders with his bravado. And more often than not, he prevails. Here's Wiggins. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Wiggins has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader, truly a special player.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is House, covered by Wiggins. House kicks it to Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot. Outside, House. Green with the rebound. 1:49 left now here in the second. Curry against Rivers. Outside Curry. A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Rivers can't get it to go.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Amazing to think about Draymond Green and the career arc he's had thus far. He really can guard any position on the floor. He can make plays. Really a unique talent.
And McLemore, he's checked in for Houston. James Harden comes in for Austin Rivers. Here's Harden. It's good. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer. At the tip, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, Kevin, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Cool. No good on the triple. Rockets trail by 6.
Pick up the pace, get the 2 for 1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
The Rockets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of everything.
The Warriors have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Curry, wide open, connects from 3-point range. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Westbrook against Curry. McLemore with the ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the end. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. They were unable to ever build a big lead in the first period. And that.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
It's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Chris in at the center position. Curry looking it over. Baseline try, and the Warriors tack on two more.
A dynamic offensive player who just makes this machine go, the straw that stirs the drink, and Steph from the mid-range that time.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Harden against Thompson. Now, here is Harden. He's guarded closely. Clock is at 3. Here's House. It's blocked.
Well, Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball, Kevin? He just spiked that one away.
And the Warriors making a change here. Warriors leading by 8. Curry is inside. He's covered by Westbrook. A 3-ball. A shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. One thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg. He never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Pass to House. Houston moving it around. Harden outside, pulls up. And that one hits back iron.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Curry. Back to Thompson. Harden against Curry. Over Harden. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Curry's got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors.
Steph doesn't mind with defense draped all over him or a hand in his face, still getting that kind of shot off.
And here's Tucker. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Rivers against Curry. From deep three-point range, the Rockets pull it in. Here's Covington. It's good.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Curry, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Now, here is Harden. 8 points for him. And another 3 for Houston. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, 3 great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
And the basket by Curry.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington.
Klay Thompson just never dwelling too long on a game where he might miss a couple shots, or over the course of maybe a couple weeks, when he's not in his best form. He turns it around pretty quickly, does Clay, and it's pretty impactful.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That's a great pass from Draymond Green. Just understands where his guys are going to be.
There's McLemore. They kick it out to Green. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the third. Passes it to Carroll. Here's McLemore. Back to Carroll, 14 feet away. That one misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
From deep, McLemore. No good there. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. And now we take a look back to Mike D'Antoni talking to his team from the huddle.
Come on, guys. Come on. Play our game.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Ben McLemore. Green is out there with DeMarre Carroll. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Clemens in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Here's Curry. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. The Warriors making a switch here. Chris is checked in. Shot clock at 6. There's the pass to Curry. From deep. Curry with another miss.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Westbrook with the block.
There's no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
Green kicks to McLemore. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
To the paint, here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Now, Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
Carroll passes to Westbrook. Wiggins with some nice D. Warriors leading by 5. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The first free throw is good. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Harden draws the double. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here's Poole, guarded by Harden. Wiggins outside. Over House. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chris has got 4 points in the quarter.
He has the tools and the physical advantages. Marquise Chris wanting to be more active on the offensive glass.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And the first one drops. And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Curry with it. Westbrook picks him up. Curry can't get it to go. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He just has physical tools to make you go in there and foul him. Westbrook back to the line.
And so Westbrook makes them both. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Wiggins kicks to Curry. Pass to Thompson. Here's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Well, this is why Klay Thompson is one of the best shooters in the league.
Here's Harden, and Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here is Harden. Left side, Westbrook. Harden surveying the D. Another miss by Houston. Warriors leading by 6. And Thompson kicks to Green. Back to Thompson. 1:51 left in the 4th quarter. It's Curry outside, and Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game. Rockets have gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Covington wide open. He fires. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 3rd assist on the night. To the middle. Here's Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's a good-looking pump fake there from Draymond Green. The D needs to stay down. You want him shooting the ball, but good use of the tricks.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Free throws always a little bit sweeter when they can add to your lead.
House kicks to Westbrook. Harden inside the 3-point line. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The drive by Thompson. Shaves over Covington. The shot's good. 10 points for Klay Thompson.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
Harden can't hit.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And they pick up 2. And the Warriors lead by 8. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
From deep 3-point range. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Here's Wiggins. The rebound by Harden. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
They have to be careful with the ball.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And he's been demanding the ball in these situations. Westbrook with a chance to put this team away.
Pass to Chris. Money!
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Harden, no good. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Tucker. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
So the pick by Westbrook on one end, and that sets up the easy transition points.
And the Warriors with possession here. They've led by as much as 10.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
One thing that's quietly understated about Steph Curry is that competitive fire to keep pushing the envelope. Even though he's set these high marks and these high bars, he wants to see if he can eclipse some of the marks that he set in the early part of his career.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.